Hi, ever wonder what it's like to work another profession or live in the underworld? Listen to unsuspecting riders give a 10 to 15 minute personal masterclass as I spontaneously interview them as they enter my taxi. I'm your host, Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles. Morning. Yes, we're back. Another episode, another rider. Today we have the lovely Dario and Fred, or Frederico, and they're in the creative industry. One's in illustration of children's books, and the other's in film, editing music and film and photography. So they're going to tell us what it's like, a typical day like, and how they got into the industry. So,
hi.
Hello. Take the phone. Yeah. So how did you get into the industry?
I was studying graphic design, and on the third year I met illustrator that just amazed me, and I decided, that's something I want to do. And since then I was just trying to get jobs to draw for people and for the companies, and I met two sisters that gave me a job. I was like 22, 23, and since then I'm just like expanding and trying to find new clients. And it's like a domino effect. You start working with one person and then you meet another, and I'm like 7 years later and still hustling.
So do you have your own company, or do you have a website? Or
I have it all, like social media, 3 Instagrams,
so
Facebook.
Tell us your page. Where can we find you?
It's Daria Solak Illustrations everywhere.
You're gonna have to spell that out for us.
Actually, why don't you know me yet? What is happening?
Okay, well, if you spell it out, then people can look you up.
Oh, that'll be long.
Okay.
I think everyone can find it. It's fine. Daria Solak Illustrations.
We'll find it in the link below later on.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
it's lots of colorful stuff. I think everyone can enjoy and like smile for a second.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So over to your nice fella. So what motivated you to be in your industry?
Like passion, like huge passion I always had for movies and music, like art in general. So like I studied in Italy in a cinema school.
Okay.
And then I did big variety of work that weren't related to this. And then I came to London. I had a good opportunity with a big company, so I started doing promos for TV and video editing. And from then on, I started, taking jobs and freelancing and doing like a variety of things, like different things.
What was the move to London for? Was it work related? Or?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So what would you say you've learned that you wish you knew when you started?
You mean like living here or in general?
In your industry, or both. Keep it interesting, keep it wide, both.
I learned going further and try and make mistakes. The more you try, the more you learn. And I hope I will learn more. Like you never stop learning.
So don't be afraid to make mistakes.
No, it's very important to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you won't grow. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So and this goes out to both of you, since you've both come to England to live, what would be your words of wisdom to somebody else who's coming from where you come from to live in London?
Don't be afraid to meet new people. Like London is full of so many great people from all the industries and fields and countries. So really just go and try to talk to people at the parties when you're grabbing a coffee. Like you never know who's going to stop on your way that day.
Yeah,
I think that's it. And because I used to just be around my friends, group of few people back in Warsaw, and here it's really so easy to meet interesting people around you. I think London is one of the best cities about that.
Yeah, it's stimulating, that's true. Yeah, you meet different people from different countries, and everyone is trying, everyone is try to make opportunities for themselves, and often they find them because it's very moving city. Like it's I don't know. No, I don't find the word, but it's
fast paced.
Yeah, it's not just fast paced. I meant like. I don't know. I don't find the word. It's just very stimulating in general. Like people are.
There's always something happening.
Yeah.
Even with the lockdown.
Stuff is happening. Yeah.
My work is mostly online, so stuff is happening all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen much difference, lockdown or no lockdown. I just sit at home and
That
draw
is true.
anyway.
Do you draw specifically for a cause, or you just draw generally and people say?
I wish to draw more just for myself, but like I have so many projects now that I don't have time for that. Yeah, but I'm trying to always choose the projects that are fun and I know I can have, nice time drawing for them. So it's kind of like both.
So it's sorry.
Yeah, I'm never suffering, working on something. It's always fun.
It sounds like it's quite a spiritual journey for you then.
Yeah, it's like you're alone most of the time, just with your thoughts and your creativity and your blocks and stuff like this. So yeah, it's really about you as a creator, and you really have to be just with yourself most of the time without other people around. So it's pretty special, and it's not for everyone. Like I can't imagine myself working in the office. Like I need to be by myself. I'm the most creative then. But I have friends that can't imagine living my life and just like waking up and working,
Yeah, we're not all the same,
yeah.
Of course.
Do you what pushes you, because you've got to be very, very creative, like you said. Do you ever get a blank spot where you just wake up, you can't think of anything?
Oh yeah, of course, like everyone
and how
does.
do you overcome that?
I think everyone has moments like this. You don't need to be creative to get those moments. But I think you have to just trust yourself and trust the process. Like, don't expect that you're going to be the most creative, amazing person every single day. Just let yourself have a few days of just not being creative, and it will come to you. Maybe read a book or go for a walk. You never know where the inspiration is.
That's
And
very true.
Yeah, it's easy to get blocked, and you have to just let go and not think about it.
Because many people that would like think that they will have to wait for the moment, the inspiration, but it's not true. Like you can be inspired by everything, by life in general, like by an encounter, or
and you can't
looking at a tree, like a bird that inspires me, like everything. So
I suppose, it would be the same for your industry, Fred.
Sorry?
It will be the same for your industry. Because you're
I mean,
with the private project.
it depends. Like if it's a private project, more, because I will have more room to release my creativity. But if I'm doing something for a big company, it's not exactly that. So it's mostly like you have a task and like a normal job. But of course I'm trying always to put my heart in everything I do, whatever it is.
What kind of projects have you worked on? You said TV.
Yeah, TV.
Film.
I don't want to mention the name, but yeah, like a big company.
Music video
TV.
recently.
Yeah, music video. I did actually a video that I can mention, so people can maybe check. It's an Italian band. It's called Campos, and the name of the song is Sonno, which means sleep. Okay. And I shot this video, edited everything in Cornwall in the. So it's about a pirate. It's about a 45 years old man that dreams like a kid, and he dreams to be a pirate. Sorry, not a pirate, a sailor. So, and that was very satisfying because I really had the freedom to do whatever I wanted, And she collaborated with me. She threw some ideas in the video too. It was very nice to do it.
I also did the prep, all the paper boats.
She made a paper boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you worked as a team.
That was actually
hopefully,
the first time.
and hopefully it will happen often. Yeah.
Now we're going to live together, so
something will happen.
You will have very creative children.
I have. Why not?
I hope not. I hope they will be like doctors or
so they will make real money.
Come on,
we need like rich person in the family.
Yeah,
finally.
that's. Yeah.
Well, you probably need to have more than 2 children. Then.
So we will force them to be lawyers and doctors.
Okay. Well, that answers one of the questions. Would you encourage a younger person to follow in your footsteps? So that answers that question. My last question, because we're running out of time here, is what's the impact you would want to have on the world?
as I think mentioned before, I would like people to see my drawings and just smile for a second and forget about, life and struggles. I think that's the impact I want to have. I like to think that there are some kids in the world that are like having my books, and that's part of their childhood. It's a nice thought to have. Yeah, I think it's about
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, and yourself, Fred?
I would say the same. I don't know. I'm thinking about my photography when I think about this, because it's the thing I did the most and I never stopped doing it. So it's basically that. I mean, it's a concentration. It's a meditation on beauty, on my view on beauty, which is basically everything. And where mostly you don't find beauty, I try to find it, because I think beauty is hidden everywhere, and that's it. Like it's a kind of I would like to leave the willing, like, or the advice to be willing to reflect and see, and take a moment. That's it.
I understand. Well, thanks a lot for that.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
We're almost there.
We hope you liked that interview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to get the latest daily episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economy and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources? Then listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you will hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m.